In this timeline, Lucifer would hear about the hotel like in canon, but this time he decided to give it a shot. He would donate money and resources to making sure the hotel was better, and because of that, him and his daughter got a better relationship. As Lucifer would visit every now and then, one visit though, something would happen, as he could be alone there. No one was there but Alastor. Lucifer would say, "What's going on?" "They all went on a trust exercise. I decided to stay behind. I don't like them anyway like that." "What do you mean?" Trust really isn't my thing. And my thing isn't really being with guys like you either. So why don't you drop off whatever you want to drop off and leave?" Lucifer would say, "No, I'm going to wait for my daughter. That's the right thing to do." "Can I ask you a question?" Alastor would sigh and say, "What is it? Why do you hate me? Like, I just met you and you automatically felt threatened by me. Like you want to control my daughter. Why is that?" Alastor would sigh and say, "I might as well tell you since there's no way you're getting up there. The reason I hate you is because of the things I heard about you and because of how inconfident you are. And because of how you just let hell fall apart." Lucifer would say, "That's fair, but why are you so attached to my daughter? Why do you want to raise her like your own? This doesn't make any sense." Lucifer would say, as an Alastor would say, "Because of Lilith. And if you tell her, she'll know her own mother is trying to manipulate her, trying to use her. And that's not very good parenting. I'm sure she'll be very upset if she learns that. It's best if we keep things a secret. Of course we can." Lucifer would say, "Let me guess, she controls you." As Alastor would get mad, Lucifer would say, "I knew it. However, I think we can make a deal. Help me get into heaven and I can free you." Alastor would say, "Heaven? Are you insane? They threw you out of there." Alastor would look at Lucifer. "You're absolutely insane if you think they'll ever let you back. Oh, I know the credentials from getting into heaven. Trust me. There's a reason they don't know. I kind of stole it when they kicked me out, in case I ever wanted to get back in there. All I have to do is let Adam strike me down and with not an angelic weapon, and then I can get straight into heaven. I can just lower my power so he can do it. After that, with my level of goodness there, that would cause so much chaos that they'll all want me to leave. So then I can make a deal for me to leave. Sound good enough?" Alastor would sigh and say, "Fine. What do I even need to help you with?" "And making me a good boy, of course. Come on, let's go do some good deeds." As Alastor and Lucifer would walk off for a bit. As Lucifer would go around the town and find homeless people and give them money and resources. He would need to get some good deeds up if he wanted to go to heaven. To go to heaven, you have to be a good person. You have to help people more than yourself. And you have to put sacrifice over yourself. Honestly, heaven's just all about being selfless. And Lucifer, even though he isn't a cruel person, he has been pretty selfish with his depression. Even though that's not really entirely his fault, he's kind of been shutting people off. And he can't really do that anymore. It's time once and for all that he stops doing that, and that he actually helps people. This was the first step, as he went around making all of their lives better. As then he would go to Rosie's city, and Rosie would say, "Oh my God, it's the Lord himself. How may I greet you today?" Lucifer would say, "It's nice to meet you, Rosie. So you're an overlord." Rosie would say, "Yes, I am. Are you here to try some of my delicacies?" Lucifer would say, Lucifer didn't want to let people know he was going soft. After all, he does have a reputation. Lucifer says, "Maybe later. I filled up on some stuff before. But actually, I wanted to give you a gift." As he would give her gold. As then, Rosie would say, "Oh, that's so sweet. You didn't want anything in return, did you?" "Nope. I'm giving everyone this. It's time that I give back to you for being awesome." As in, word of Lucifer's kindness started to spread, that he was giving people free stuff, and everyone was excited. They wanted free stuff too. However, Lucifer also needed to better himself. He needed to make himself better. He needed to get a better mental state and get a better relationship with his daughter. Not just to get into heaven, but for himself and for her. As Lucifer would go to see Charlie sometime, Charlie would say, "What's up, Dad? We need to talk." Charlie would say, "Yeah, what is it? I hear you've been giving stuff out to people. That's unlike you. Usually you just hide away. What's going on?" Charlie would say, looking concerned. As Lucifer would sigh and say, "Listen, Charlie, I have a plan to fix everything." Charlie would say, "Really, you do?" Lucifer would say, "Yep, I really do. And well, The plan is for me to go into heaven. Charlie would be like, are you insane, Dad? How are you going to go into heaven? For like a meeting? Are you going to talk to them about something? I don't understand, Charlie would say. Lucifer would say, no, I'm going to live there for a while. They'll want me out, so I'll make a deal to get out of there. But I'm going to let Adam exterminate me, then I'll go to heaven. You see, during the extermination, there's a way to... Suddenly, Charlie would say, you're insane, Dad. Don't do that. So she would cry and hug him. Please, this is too dangerous. Even if it is possible, Lucifer would say, I'll be fine, Charlie, I promise. As then Charlie would continue to cry. She didn't want to lose her father. As Lucifer would hug back and say, I promise I'll be okay. As they both cried together. But Lucifer was lying. To be honest, he didn't know if this would work, but he had to try. He had to do it. To try to save Charlie. To try to save the hotel. To try to save hell itself. As Charlie would say, Dad, are you sure you have to do this? Suddenly, Charlie would start to sing. Please don't do it, Father. It's too dangerous to do that there. As Lucifer would say, I am sorry, daughter, but I can't take a risk like that. I must go on my way. I must do it. Charlie would say, please don't do it. I must go. As they would both sing along. As Charlie would sing not to do it. As Charlie would sing to stay here. As Lucifer would sing to do it. Eventually, though, Charlie would say, fine, Dad, but this is... I'll miss you. Lucifer hugs her and says, it'll be fine. As then he walked off. Lucifer took a deep sigh. As to tell the honest truth, he didn't know if he'd be fine or not. But what he did know was he had to do it. He had to do this. As Lucifer would start to prepare himself, he would get ready for the following. As suddenly Adam would come down one day with his army. As Adam came down with his army, he began to bring ruin to the town below him. As he laughed, as suddenly Lucifer would walk up and begin to battle him. Lucifer would start to win, but he needed to lose, and he wanted to lose on purpose. Suddenly Lucifer would say, you know what, Adam? Just strike me down. Adam would say, what? Is this a trick? No. Do it, and I'll become more powerful than you can ever imagine. As Adam would continue to, just stare at Lucifer, completely shocked with what was going on, completely shocked with everything that's been happening. As Adam would say, seriously, I want to fight you. Lucifer would say, seriously, strike me down. You get a free shot, bro. Free shot, bro. As then Lucifer would then laugh. As Adam would say, I'm really going to do it. Do it. I'm really going to do it. Do it. I'm really going to do it. Do it. As suddenly Adam would hit Lucifer with a spear, and he would fade away. As we cut to heaven, Emily and Sarah would both be there talking. As suddenly Lucifer would appear with angelic wings and an angelic aura. He had one before, but this time seemed even more pure. As Sarah said, there's no way. As Lucifer said, it worked. I mean, hey, so I have an idea for you both. Since I'm in heaven now, maybe I should get my old job as a seraphim. Emily said, oh God. Since Emily wouldn't be outside in this timeline, since Lucifer was already there, and he kind of has a not too good reputation. As Sarah said, no, you can't stay here. You can't. We have to... Relax, I'll leave. If you do one thing for me. Say anything. We need to get you out of here. Well, anything with reason. Lucifer would say, I need you to kick out Lilith. As Emily would say, Lilith? What is he talking about? Sarah would say, Emily, go. As Emily left, Sarah would look at Lucifer and say, how do you know she's here? I know. And you're using her to plot against me, aren't you? You thought you could pull the strings down there. Well, I made a pretty big move. Sarah would say, I'm not gonna lie, you risked everything. There was no guarantee you would actually come up here. All to make that demand. What happens if I don't? If not, I guess I'll just be a seraphim and the king of hell. That's such a big title. I'm sure it will go well. Sarah sighed and said, fine. You get what you want, but she's going back down there. Good luck with her. Lucifer would say, I don't need luck. I know how to deal with her. As he sighed and walked off. As then Lucifer did it. As he made the deal he wanted to make. As he was about to leave heaven, before he did, Emily looked at him and said, here. As she gave him a token. What's that? It lets you teleport here any time. You may still want to rule hell, and I understand that, but you are an angel now. I guess you always were, but at least this time you're official. Lucifer would say, thank you, Emily. No problem. As Lucifer would go back to hell. And that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. I really enjoyed making it. Honestly, I saw like this alternate song called Guess Who's Back. What's it called? Should have stayed gone. But like, it's Lucifer. So, that whole song it gave me the idea for this video. I was like, well, what if he actually did go to heaven? I don't think it would last very long at all. So that's why he was barely there. So I guess kind of misleading thumbnail and title. But hey, it's my video. I'll do what I want. But yeah, other than that, I really did enjoy making it. I thought it was a pretty good video, honestly. Lucifer is literally one of my favorite characters. He was my Discord profile for like 2 months. I love Lucifer. And the only reason I changed is because, like, some of my friends think has-beens cringe and all. So, yeah. And one of my friends drew original OC for my Discord, so I used that instead. And, like, I've thought about making a Discord channel. I even did back in the day. But, like, no one, like, from the videos joined it. No one joined the link, so I decided not to promote it anymore. And that channel's basically dead. It was between me and my friends. Oh, well, it's no big deal, I guess. It was a long, long time ago. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you don't think anyone loves you, you're wrong, because I love you. I love each and every one of you. I love you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there for me. And thank you for always doing the right thing. Thank you for always, watching my content. Thank you for always doing what you do. And, some people have hard lives. Some people have hard days. And, like, we've all been there, right? But no matter how hard it is, it will end. Trust me. Your hard days will be over. Because I've gone through those hard days. I've gone through those hard months, and they ended. Even if it seems like it's going to be eternity, it will end. And there's always a bright thing on the tunnel. Anytime you're in a tunnel, there's always a bright light on the other side. All you got to do is make it there. Love you all. Peace out.